Hey guys, my name is Jose and I'm a fellow hiker from southern Spain, and I just want to invite you to take a look at my channel, check out my videos and see what the hikes are like on this side of the world. I will leave you now with Jim and Jeremy's new adventure on Trails We Hike.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Trails We Hike. We're here at the south rim of Grand Canyon National Park today.
Alright guys, as always, obviously, we're here. So we've arrived at the Grand Canyon Visitor Center, and we're going to take off from here, and just kind of walk up to these roads here. One of these, I think it's this one up here. And we're going to hit the rim trail. And then we're going to take the rim trail, follow it all around the canyon, just with amazing views all the way around, obviously. And then to the legendary site, South Kaibab Trailhead. But today, rim trail. Let's do it.
Grand Canyon was the second national park we hiked in our effort to see how many national parks we could visit in a week. We ended up hiking and filming 7 parks in 5 days, starting in Joshua Tree before heading here to Grand Canyon. So while we really wanted to hike the South Kaibab Trail, we also needed to hike at least 1 or 2 hikes a day for 4 more days. We'll save South Kaibab for next time.
All right, so day 2 of the adventure here, and we are at the Grand Canyon. Pretty amazing. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. So, as we're looking at the Grand Canyon here, point out the famous South Kaibab Trail. That's actually the trail right up there. You come down to this flat area here, that's Cedar Ridge. That's the Cedar Ridge point. And that's the second stop on the trail. The first one is closer to the top here. That's Cedar Ridge is your second stop. And all the way out to the point there, that's Skeleton Point. Highly recommend that if you are going to try to make it to Skeleton Point, that you make it an overnighter. As you can see, the hike back up is a little steep. Alright, let's do it. Yeah.
We've got a little trail here.
Oh yeah?
Some dirt.
The Grand Canyon became a national park in 1919, over 35 years after the first bill was introduced on the subject. The park is over 1.2 million acres and gets roughly 6 million visitors a year.
That concludes the hiking portion of our Grand Canyon visit. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Bring your friends.
All kidding aside, there are many trails to explore here at the Grand Canyon. The Bright Angel Trail, the Rainbow Rim Trail on the North Rim, and the Grand View Trail, to name a few. But along the rim trail, the hike feels a lot more like a walk, albeit a walk alongside arguably one of the most spectacular views on the planet.
Thrill seekers, there's an opportunity every 200 feet to just hike. In fact, there's another one right over here we can look at. Just hike out onto a ledge. And you know, there'll be large clusters of people around the canyon rim looking at you like, oh my god, look at the guy over there.
What is wrong with him?
To do that. Is he rock climbing?
When I sat down to write this narration, I couldn't get the word attrition out of my head, but I was reluctant to use it. Asking myself why, I realized my issue with it was the weakening or diminishing aspect of the word. And while there's no arguing the old Grand River has done its fair share of eroding the rock into this glorious canyon, weakness or decay don't enter my mind when looking out over this ancient natural art gallery. Rather, I'm struck by the strength and beauty of the carved walls and rocky sculptures, preserved throughout the eons and on display in northern Arizona.
This way, please. here we go.
The legendary South Kaibab Trail has some of the best views in the park. Along with the Bright Angel Trail, it is one of the two main corridors down to the Colorado River. Its open ridge lines offer spectacular 360-degree views for a panoramic experience of the canyon. Next year, we hope to come back and hike it all the way to the canyon floor, camp overnight at the Bright Angel Campground, and hike the Bright Angel Trail back up to the rim the following day. We'll be sure to share the adventure with you here on Trails We Hike.
Thanks for joining us on this hike. Be sure to turn on notifications to not miss the next one. If you liked this episode, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments below. And, as always, if you haven't already, click subscribe to follow along with us on the trails we hike.